Hello everybody, it's Everalt4 for another episode of Final Fantasy X-2 HD. In the last episode, we went to visit Bavel and Beaconel and a bunch of interesting things over there. In between episodes, I decided to do a little thing with the Monster Arena. Future Obi is going to go over it because I recorded a little bit, but I don't know how much I'm going to actually include in the episode, so yeah, give him a second. Alright, so here we are in the Fiend Arena. I'm Future Adobe, hi. This is just going to be sped up, but essentially what we did to get here as we just watched the battles go is we caught the Flame Dragon using a Trap Pod L in Besaid, and then I went to the just the Fiend battles that you can go get to in Shinra's little simulator thing, the battle simulator, and I fought some of the 2-star ranked monsters and just let the Flame Dragon take care of himself until he was about level 20. It took a little while to find monsters that actually gave good experience. I had to go to page 2 to fought some of these guys over here, and I found that keeping him on 3 was really fine for, like 3 stars was really fine for how his power went. He uses Cure when he needs to, Tail Smash is good, but yeah, he also gets experience through here, so he's level 16 here, but I think it was level 20 by the time we finished around. But I just kind of skipped through all the other battles in the arena because it's really not necessary. I like that we got through this even though one of the enemies here oversold. Like, that's kind of mean. But the Flame Dragon is really good at taking care of itself just because it is a tank, and once you get it up to like level 15-ish, it has that over 2000 HP. I gave it something, I think, to increase its HP also. Make sure you give it a good accessory. And I believe I gave it the yellow ring or whatever to make it immune to, or to make it absorb lightning, because that was where I was fighting problems. But yeah, you only need to get through 4 battles, and once you beat the stupid oversold guy over here, but we got a Mega Phoenix out of that, which was really cool. But our prize for beating it once is a Trap Pod M, yay! Is a Fiend Tail bonus, and the Psychic Dress Sphere. You get the Fiend Tails just for beating the arena with someone. So now, in order to get the next prize, you need to beat the arena 2 more times. So yeah, there's not really much that goes on here. In terms of what you we died there really fast. Sometimes you just die really fast. In terms of like where you need to go, as you can see, the Flame Dragon just destroys everything. At this point, if Yuna, Riku, and Pain are about level 20, they could really do it themselves. I found this to be nicer just because the monsters do battle for themselves, so it's a plus because it's less input from you, it's a minus because you can't control it too well, aside from like gently nudging them. But as you can see, he's just tearing through everything at level 17 here, and that was our second win, which took half the amount of time as the first one. It really depends what enemies you fight also. It's the same general group of enemies, but sometimes like the tough ones just get taken out immediately by like the weak teams, and then you destroy the weak teams. It kind of reminds me of the monster arenas from Dragon Quest, actually, where you just have like the weirdest matchups sometimes. Or in like Dragon Quest 3, you have the gambling on them, like you have the odds, and sometimes you just have that one enemy with the 42-to-1 odds that wins, and you get that payout. It's great. But anyway, we died again there because the Amorphous Gel reduces your HP to 1, and it's a super combo. I hate it. But luckily, it got taken out in the first round, I think, in this match, which is great. That's when you have a team with multiples, with multiple characters, the Amorphous Gel is less difficult. But if it's one character like the Flame Dragon, that's really its main weakness. but it's not like you lose anything for losing in the arena, it's just time, but you still get all the experience from the previous battles, and you still get a consolation prize of a trap pod or something. If I cared more about the bestiary, I would just do this in my off time, but I really don't. But yeah, this is the last battle here. We're just gonna... a literal sweep. It's amazing. They're doing no damage to us. And that's it. And what we get for that winning 3 times in the Standard Cup, High Potion, and the Fiend Tail bonus again, and the Intrepid Garment Grid. And we also get Standard Cup Hard, which I tried and I died really badly. So anyway, the gist of that is that we went through the cups. My team is currently just a Flame Dragon. I should probably change that. Yes, Yuna, Riku, and Pain. So I have the Psychic Dresssphere now, and the Garment Grid of... where is it? Intrepid. So the annoying thing about this Garment Grid, you look at it and it's like AP times 3 if you get all 3 of those. That's awesome. And then you look at the thing, equip, experience 0 PRF, and you're like, oh no, it's like the ultimate weapons of the original game where you don't get any AP, you know, like where it doesn't give you experience. And the answer to that is no. It's pointless proof. Like you will not get the status of pointless, which gives you no experience. So you're immune from not getting experience. Why it says EXP 0 proof instead of pointless proof? I know there's a character limit, but like they could have like PNTLS PRF or something. Experience 0 proof is just very weird looking. But anyway, the Intrepid Grid is kind of awesome. Aside from the fact that you only need 3 moves to get through everything, you know, it gives you AP times 3. So I'm not going to be really using it too much. I might use it for this episode, because why not? But do I want to give it to anyone? I'm going to give it to... I'll give it to Pain for now, because we have Pain's Fancy Schmancy. Also, yeah, Psychic is so cool looking. I love it. Psychic is not like the best, but it's really fun. It's interesting for all the characters. So yeah, I'm gonna give it to Pain. And the main reason for that is because if I ever want to upgrade her ultimate, you know, dress sphere thingy, that'll make it a lot easier because each, you know, of its arms and stuff have their own paths. So yeah, it's really fun to get and generally really easy. Yeah, if you want to, as soon as you get like the ability to have a monster that can just tear through the arena, if you want to just farm the standard arena for stuff like X potions, you may as well. You can sell them at the very least. But anyway, today we are going to be heading on to our next stop, which is the Calmlands. This is where High Summoners once fought Sin. It's a big tourist attraction now with lots of games to play too. The Calmlands here is going to introduce something that is really, really stressful for people trying to...
Many summoners used to cross these plains.
Complete the game.
Their hearts heavy with the weight of their pilgrimage. I was no different. But the Calmlands we knew have changed.
Remember when Penance was here? Yuck.
Ooh, I love these games.
I have 100 Argent credits.
Well, I have 100 open air credits.
Open air what?
Well?
Playtime in the Calmlands. Attractions are scattered throughout the Calmlands. Talk to the attendants to play. You need credits to enter the attractions. You can purchase them from any attendant or win them if you're good enough. Each attraction has 2 attendants. They represent 2 competing companies, Open Air and Argent. Talk to either attendant to enter an attraction. Each company uses its own credits. The attractions themselves are basically the same for both companies. Other tidbits. You can trade in credits for prizes. Keep in mind, Open Air and Argent each have a different different set of items. Stock a different set of items. Be a good customer, lend a helping hand, and the companies will grow. Through your support behind a company is bound to have an impact. Okay, so this is gonna be battles here. We're gonna probably be talking through also. We're gonna be doing missions with the 2 companies, and each one is going to be, I'm trying to describe it well. What I'm just gonna switch and try to get the triple AP thing because it's fun. Each of these companies, learn Ice Sandals. Each of these companies is going to have a whole bunch of points you need to get by Chapter 5 in order to make them continue the story, to get 100% in the story mode. However, you can also... This is so cool. Look at her. It's so cool. Sorry.
Better start running.
The psionics is really cool.
Guarantee your safety.
Yeah, each of the characters here. The psychic dress here is one of my favorite.
This one's for you.
For all the characters. What was it saying? So yeah, in order to get 100% in the story mode, you need to get one of the companies up to X amount of points by Chapter 5. It's 500 points, but whatever. In order to get, what's it called? In order to... in order to get the best version of it, which is not necessary for completion, you need to get both companies up to 500, except
fried or boiled.
There's a problem with doing that because when you switch companies, like, you can't be on one company, of course, because that would make it too easy. When you switch companies, it halves your points. We'll get into this later, but like, it requires a lot of just doing grinding and various annoying things. So it kind of stinks a lot, but I'm not sure personally whether I'm going to be let's just kill it. Whether I'm going to actually be doing that. The problem is the reward for getting one company to their max is a special dress sphere and a special item. Each company has a different dress sphere for doing so. So if you do not get both companies to their max by Chapter 5, you will miss out on one of the dress spheres. You won't miss out on the story percentage, so if you're just going for the story, it doesn't matter, but you will miss out on the dress sphere. Welcome to Argenting. Come to play Lupine Dash, have you? We'll be getting into these another time. Right now, we're gonna look for treasures. While we're up over here, we're just gonna get treasures.
Piece of cake?
Where's the fun in that?
But yeah, it's really, 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 really complicated. It's not complicated. It's annoying.
Takers, keepers.
And these guys have Blaster, which can put you down to 1 HP, which is very mean. At least they seem to be pretty weak. Now you're confused, you jerk. Yes, I am taking my time again. I mean, we're pretty far ahead in terms of like the the dress spheres that I want to actually level up for my characters. So it's not like we really have to take the time for these things.
Phew.
Also, worth to note, if I didn't mention it in the I should probably heal everybody, shouldn't I? Worth it to note, the Monster Arena, you can level up your characters, like your regular characters and stuff. So if you just want to grind there with specific enemy encounters and also like steal from enemies and stuff there, you know, that works. You know, now that we got Ice Sandals, I should probably see what Yuna's up to with Festivalist here. Flare Sandals. Ooh, okay, fine. Sandals that cast flare and or cause status ailments. That sounds fun. Piercing magic also sounds really fun. Maybe we'll work on that next. You know what, we're gonna start that now because Flare Sandals, I do believe, gives way to something even better over here, and we're gonna want to focus on that when we get there, so let's just delay that, I guess. We're getting close on Soul Swipe there, and you on Black Mage are working on Thundaga. So having the triple AP is probably good for leveling that up and other annoying things. If I ever use that dress sphere like in general battle, I think it's going to be when I'm off-screen leveling. Hi Chocobo, I'll see you later. Can I steal from you really fast? Dang it. You know, the big problem with the Comlands has always been the fact that it is absolutely ginormous. You really need a Chocobo to get around, but alas, we don't have any. At least the music is really nice. Okay, in this chest we got 2 Chocobo feathers. Look at that background. I don't remember that from last time, but it's also been a few years. The next one is all the way across this way. Okay, in this chest we got 2 Chocobo feathers. Look at that background. I don't remember that from last time, but it's also been a few years. The next one is all the way across this way. It's all open space. It's nice that they just got to reuse the maps, I guess. Oh, this is a new enemy. We could have gotten this guy in Makalani also, but if you remember the Spheromorph. So this thing is the Amorphous Gel, and it's jerk because it can, is that fire? Let's try ice on you then.
What do you think I'm after?
Shoot. One sec. Sorry. So this thing can easily just destroy your party if you're not being careful, because it can has that attack that reduces some ice HP to 1 and then multicasts. So let's just use that a little bit to get our party back up, because we do have a whole load of these. Can we use borrow time on you? Yeah, barrier shift there. I don't think we can, but yeah. Well, let's try Blizzard, see what happens there. That's electric. Let's try Watera then. When it uses barrier shift, it yeah, it's beautiful. Oh, that's cool. It dies like the boss died. Why did they keep that animation? That's so weird. Okay, cool. Anyway, so the way it works is the same way the boss works. You have to find the correct, elements to attack it with, and otherwise it will either do nothing or absorb it or do very little. Let's see who these... This is another bunch of minigame people. Are you all the same? Welcome to Open Air Inc. If you like trying your luck at Sky Slots. Okay, no, this is a different one. Okay, so we'll go over all these eventually. And it's literally the same thing for both companies. I've heard that Sky Slots might be the best one to mindlessly grind for the points that you're going to need eventually. We're gonna head over to the middle. There's two more chests. One is towards the exit, so we'll just get that as we're leaving. And one is all the way in the corner. We'll get there eventually. Don't kill Riku, that's mean. Jeez. No, didn't mean to do that. Shoot. How did that work out? Whatever, that was really funny. I feel like Festivalist has just been like really underrated. We really haven't been using the like the garment grids to their full potentials because we're just trying to level them up right now. But like, did I never start learning Twinkler? That's kind of funny actually. I don't really need that. Is that, well, no, because it's an auto action, isn't it? I don't think that costs anything. But yeah, let's look at Psychic, because we haven't. We have Attack, Psychic Bomb damage. All enemies, we have Mazer Eye, which damages one enemy. Express is Accuracy, Evasion, and Haste. Which is amazing because Haste makes you get your turns faster. And if you have an auto action, or like something that doesn't require MP, and you have Haste, and triple AP, then you're getting a lot of AP in a battle. Also Fire Eater, Lightning Eater, Ice Eater, and Water Eater. All amazing things that let you convert elemental damage into HP. So again, Psychic can be very, very powerful. And I wanted to have Psychic a while ago, but alas. But we're gonna head towards the middle over here so we can get started on the quests and actually have something happen in this episode. And also heal up. You know, let's save here, why not? But yeah, I'm not looking forward to this quest just because it is very time consuming. It requires just a lot of going around all over the place. Hey there, birdie lady. Who you wants to marry my son? That's him, fruit of my loins. He's what you call a homebody. Makes it mighty hard to find a wife. How's about it? Want to get hitched? No, I don't. Well, I can't blame you none for that. But if I could ask you one more thing, would you mind going out and helping me find a wife for my son? Thoughts to be simple enough work. All you guys do is travel around Spirit and tell the women folk about my son. We got to deal? Yeah, why not? Well, damn my hide and call me a shoot buff. I know it couldn't hurt none to ask. There goes the bride. This is one of several concurrent things we're going to be doing over the course of the rest of the game. Approach the people you meet in your travels and press square to talk to them. Depending on what you tell them, their interest in the hapless bachelor will change. Sweet talk your way into their hearts. Now get out there and do me proud. So, we'll get to that eventually. What's for sale over here? Nothing particularly interesting. Now, the other quest. Oh, you know, we should have just talked to one of the people at the hover or something. Where's the other one? The other one is over this way, so we'll go start the other quest over this direction. We're gonna run down our hyper potions really fast with the swirls. I don't know how to pronounce it. Soirl? Just eating through everything. Okay, there's the other one. So there's 3 of these places all across the Comlands here. Come on, get to it before an enemy encounter. Hello. Okay, so we're gonna be going for... We'll go for the publicity menu. So publicity campaign? Help out the campaign by using Square. It's exactly the same as the marriage thing, except it's not only women. And it's also the same people. To talk to people who might be interested in having fun at open air, attractions. Spread the word to enough people and you'll start to see changes around here. A portion of the credits you lose while playing any of our attractions will count towards your publicity rating also. So talking to people around the world and also playing the games will raise the score. You won't have much luck publicizing us the same person multiple times in a row. If they don't follow you for your first line, take a break and come back later, meaning in the next chapter. Give a little time, they may be willing to hear you out again. So you're going to be talking to everyone in the world multiple chapters, or almost everyone. As for who I would want, so the two garment grids that you get. Now I might change my mind later in the game because you have literally up until chapter 5 to actually make up your mind about it. But the garment grid you get from Open Air is called Disaster in Bloom, and the one from Argent is called Flash of Steel. And Disaster in Bloom, one sec, I have it over here. Disaster in Bloom. If I'm remembering. Disaster in Bloom gives you stuff like Sleep Touch, Silence Touch, Dark Touch, Poison Touch, and Stone Touch. And also fun stuff for monsters, which is okay. And the Flash of Steel, when you equip it, gives you Strength and Magic plus 20. And going through the various gates gives you Strength plus 20 and Magic plus 20. And a creature gets eject when it gets equipped with it. Personally, I think I would want to go with Flash of Steel, even though it sounds really fun to have like the various touch things, just because inherently equipping it gives you stat ups, and that would be for Argent. So I think I'm gonna go with them, just based on what I'm seeing here. Again, you can. Splendid. With you on our sub, we're bound to win. That takes care of that. Just use Square to promote anybody. Can I promote to you? No, I can't. What was I going to say? So yeah, you can. Let's try to explain it. So these mini games have, like, if you go to GameFAQs, Game FAQs, these mini games, a lot of the mini games in Final Fantasy tend to have their own FAQs separate from the main game, just because they're very complicated. But the basic thing, if you want to get the story percentage, you have to start this. In order to get the complete percentage at the end, in Chapter 5, you need to have 500 points with a company. You don't ever have to switch or anything, you just need 500 points. Every 100 points, you get a rank up in that company. And if you get more than 100 points per chapter, you don't get the further rank up until you start the next chapter. So if I get 200 points in Chapter 1, it won't do anything more than one rank up until I start Chapter 2. If you want to switch companies, it halves the amount of points you have. So if I have 200 points in Argent and I want to switch to Open Air, it will give me 100 points in Argent, and then I start from wherever I was in Open Air. So realistically, if you want to get the... It's like a whole bunch of math, but like you essentially need to get 800 points with one company and then switch over and just do a whole bunch of other junk. It's stupid. I'm going to be sticking to Argent for now. If you have an argument for why I should go with both companies, please let me know. If I decide to do it later, we'll just decide in like Chapter 4 or something if I want to keep going. But for now, it's going to be Argent. But yeah, to get the story percentage, you do not need to change companies. You just need to stick with one. Yeah, it's in my opinion needlessly complicated in order to get everything, but it is what it is. There's also, as I mentioned, secondary items that you get after those garment grids, and each one is pretty good, but it's not deal breaking. But we saw in the corner with those racing guys, there was an ether over here. Is that anything? But yeah, we're also, yeah, that's nothing. Okay, so we're just gonna head up towards Gagazet, I think. Yeah, we're gonna head up this way. We'll see what the Monster Arena is. I don't think it's the same because we have the Fiend Arena on the Celsius. But I'm going to do a separate video where I'll just talk to this. I'm going to do a separate video where I actually talk to all the people in this chapter because it's
Cool off.
It's just extra. I don't think it's particularly necessary. I think I'm going to lump that video in also just showing off the various mini games here.
Cold spell coming.
Because again, it's very, very extra. Please don't kill her. Jerks. You're all jerks, you know that?
There ain't nothing I can't steal.
Okay, you know what? If you're not dead, no, you're dead. Okay, never mind. It's so weird how they focus on one character like that. Did you not have MP to pilfer? Was that it? I was not paying attention. Guys? You leave her alone! What did she ever do to you aside from... Well, no, she didn't even attack you yet. Look at that. Learn Twinkler. Why did you... Oh, because you used the potion. Okay, so let's just see where Yuna's going. Are you back on Flare Sandals? Okay. So we'll try a Twinkler in the next battle, which I assume is just going to be a personal cure type of thing, which is great because if it doesn't cost anything and I can heal myself, then that makes my life easier for grinding purposes. Oh, it's an oversoul. Festivities, Twinkler. Okay. Of course, if they all attack Pain again, we'll pilfer
You got it, I'll steal it.
Let's treat you like you're a threat. And by that
Here I
I'm
go.
going to destroy you. Okay, Twinkler costs MP, so that sucks. I was kind of hoping it didn't, but I guess not everything could be prey, right? Okay, I'm getting a little tired of you, so we're gonna kill you now. At least the encounter rate isn't as bad as the Mian High Road. Hey buddy, remember this thing? Something about this feels wrong. You better not go in just yet. That's weird. Okay, fine. Let's head towards Gagazet then. And there's the chest is in the little corner of the crevice over this way as we leave. The Comlands is nice, but I'm just getting really bad flashbacks to the Hyper Catcher Chocobo minigame. Oof. Oof. Look at this. Imagine coming here from the other side of this little chasm and being like, ah. You know, it's weird. With the ability to jump, you think we'd be able to get over those little cracks, but no. But anyway, we got Phoenix Downs there, hooray. We're going to do a little bit more in this episode because we have really not accomplished anything. We got 0.2 completion percentage from taking on both of those quests as far as I know, so hooray. I am so surprised we didn't get a single encounter in that span. That's weird. So here, if you recall, was the way to Gagazet, but also the way to the Chamber of the Stolen Faith. So why don't we go down this way, just for fun? I don't remember if there are actually enemy encounters in here or anything. Let's see if there are people to talk to. There are. We have your Phoenix down. See if there's anybody out this way. Yeah, there's someone out there. Hey, let me just check to see if these count as people to talk to. It's mainly in like the towns, I guess. Doesn't it feel good to slip into a nice cozy place? Oh, I thought you were like hiding or something. Well, anyway, let's talk to these people then. I don't have this place on my like to-do list, so I don't think there's anything here for us right now, but see how long ago Crusaders trained down here in this very gorge. Why is there no music? I wonder what kind of attraction they're playing now. It's gonna be an attraction? They're not even done setting up yet and people have already started to trickle in. We're not done with our inspection, so I'm afraid I can't let you inside. You know if there was a... whatever. Night. Let's let them have their fun and not recall the fact that there were tonberries in there. Or Dark Yojimbo. 5 fights. 5 fights! Although it was good for grinding.
The Ronso still live here on Mount Gagazet. Kimahri is their elder now, and he's working hard to unite his people. Still, it seems much quieter here than it used to be. Maybe because summoners no longer come here to climb the sacred mountain.
Kimahri!
Kimahri!
Yuna look well. Kimahri glad.
How you been, Kimahri? What's it like being an elder?
Elder's job difficult. Kimahri troubled.
Elder, Leon and Aid not here.
Oh?
Children have left mountain, gone to search for Elder's horn.
What's going on?
Leon and Aid still pups, but bear Ronso future. Say they search for a way to fix Kimahri's broken horn.
If Kimahri act like true Elder, these things not happen.
Maybe
shut
so.
up.
Kimahri?
Are those aeons on the pillars?
High Summoner Yuna, it is Garrick's honor.
Nice to meet you.
You're so big.
Garrick know Yuna saved Spira, but Ronso not saved yet.
Okay, so now comes the third time where we get a quest to say the right things to people. We haven't done so yet with the marriage thing. But, we have to, in order to get in good with the Ronso here, we have to say the right things to people. But we have to say, we'll take care of Lean and Aid. You either get a +1, a 0, or a -1 in the trust with the Ronso with how you say things to them here. So we're gonna be doing that. Must ask High Summer Yuna, find Leon and Aid. Leave it to the Gullwings. So we're just gonna talk to all of them here. Guado, leave Guado Salam. Guado plan dark schemes. I'm sure you're right. Yes, Guado dark and shifty, it is Guado way. Yeah, they don't like the Guado, but we talked about why. Yeah, we talked to Garrick already. Many friends and kin died 2 years ago. Ronso grief deeper than mountain snow. I can imagine how that must feel. Ronso always remember those who are gone. Never forgive Seymour. Never forgive Guado. To be honest, yeah, I wouldn't forgive them either. Should you forgive? That's really... it's not my call. But I can understand why you would not want to. Many Ronso lost lives in battle to defend High Summoner Yuna. It's probably I will never forget their sacrifice, right? Yeah. Thank you. Biran and Yenke rejoice now on Farplane. Yeah, those two were at the forefront of facing off against Seymour. Okay, so we already got all of you. How about you? Build monument to Ronso glory. First must choose subject. So we got that. We got that. Got that. Got that. Got that. There's one more.
Kimahri worried about Lian and Aid, but Kimahri cannot leave mountain. If Yuna find Lian and Aid, bring them back to Gagazet. Yuna?
Is everything okay?
Kimahri troubled. Ronso youth grow horns of hatred for Guado.
Oh, I forget about it. Have you discussed it with him? You have to learn to deal with these things, dude.
Kimahri's sorry. Whining make Kimahri small.
Cheer up, Kimahri.
Anyway, that option is not important for the trust thing, but it's important for later in the game. Yeah, so there's one more Ronso for us to talk to. But it's in the mountains, so I guess we'll get there as we go. There are a lot of ruin. There's a lot of like pathways and stuff over here. I don't think there's really much for us to find out here. At this moment, there's just new enemies, so I guess we'll take on the new enemies. Phoenix down. Not doing too terribly much damage, that's good. Ow. Okay, they're starting to do too terribly much damage. They're very, very fast. So what I'm going to do is put a pin in that. Blade Rondo. I wonder if that's something that we can get for my other guy. Not my blue magic. I don't know.
Cool off.
Yeah, let's pilfer some
There ain't
gil.
nothing I can't steal.
Let's start attacking that guy. You can heal yourself, I guess. These things do seem to have a little bit more HP.
Burn!
Burn! At least these guys stay stopped forever. It's very
Cold spell
quiet.
coming.
Okay.
There ain't nothing I can't steal.
I think... Do I really want to go through here? Yeah, I'm just going to meet you eventually, unless I find anything interesting, because I really do not think that there's anything here. Yeah, look at this one. You know, I realized I never went to see what she was learning now that Soul Swipe is done. We're learning Steel Will. Causes one enemy to flee from battle. That seems like it's her last one there in Thief. So we're going to have to get ready to put someone else on Thief for a little while. You learned Thundaga at some point that I did not notice. Oops. And how are we doing with Festivalist? We're very close to Flare Sandals. Nice. Yay, there it is. You know what, let's try it out. Why not right here? 12 MP, but we're gonna cast Flare with it. Or Berserk. Okay. Yeah, it's Flare and or Assailants. So the next thing Yuna learns in Festivalist after that is Ultima Sandals. Casts Ultima and or cause status ailments. This is like one of two, I don't know, question mark things that use Ultima in this game. You don't learn it as part of the Black Mage dress sphere, which is weird, as far as I know. There it is. There's Flare. 5,000 damage. Good times. Of course, we've run ourselves out of MP, but oh well. You know, you gotta break a few thousand eggs. I think we already used that. Gotta break a few thousand eggs, you know, sometimes. This is the area we fought Seymour, if you recall. Fun times. That was a weird fight. Used to be a chest hidden behind one of those pillars, very sneaky. And as you can see over here, the wall isn't all faithy. Can we climb up here? No? Okay. Maybe another time. I wonder why it's not. But finally in the cave here, there should be, yeah, there you are. Okay, anyway, last one.
Power of Faith wane, cave water disappears, change will come to Ronso too.
Change for the better, I hope.
Ronso hope this too.
Okay, so that's all we need to do here. Hooray, we did it! We can head back to Mountain Gate, or we can keep going and make our way over to Xanarkand, which is our next destination! Do I want to go through the cave though? No, I don't. I've decided it's not time for a trip to Memory Lane, so we're just going to take the shortcut out. Because, yeah, this episode is long enough. I know we really didn't get too much done, but we started our main, well, not our main, our big mini game of the game, which is to talk to a whole load of people. I'm going to do that in a separate video, like I said, and next time on the regular episodes of Final Fantasy X-2, it's back to Xanarkand. Thank you very much for watching. This has been Sephiroth 4, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye, everybody. Bye-bye.